Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into the anatomy of an absolute sporting titan. We're going to break down exactly how the French national team evolved into the most dominant, feared, and honestly, relentlessly successful force in modern international football. We'll be looking at the data, the history, and the structural foundations that have basically turned the squad into an unstoppable global phenomenon.
So, who is the most successful modern football team? You know, it's a question that sparks endless debates in cafes and sports bars all over the world. But when we look at the raw facts and the sheer volume of major hardware they've collected recently, one nation just continually stands head and shoulders above the rest. And the crazy thing? The answer doesn't lie in luck or some sudden, fleeting golden generation. It is all about a meticulously crafted system of legacy, identity, and relentless evolution.
To really get how they reached this level, we have to rewind the clock all the way back to 1919. That's the founding year of the French Football Federation. Just let that sink in for a second. Over a century of history, infrastructure, and institutional knowledge has been poured into this organization. This massive, storied history is the bedrock for the modern powerhouse we see today. They didn't just pop up overnight, right? They've been building, refining, and really perfecting their footballing philosophy for over 100 years.
Identity of Les Bleus.
Okay, let's dive into this. The French squad is famously known as Les Bleus, or the Blues. Their visual identity is instantly recognizable, draped in those primary colors of blue, white, and red, straight from the French national flag. But the true heart of their emblem? That's the golden rooster. This isn't just some random mascot. The golden rooster is a deeply historical symbol of France itself. So when these players pull on that jersey, they aren't just wearing a uniform. They are literally carrying the weight and the pride of an entire nation's history right on their chests. And well, when you're carrying that much history, you absolutely need a massive stage to hold it. 80,000. That is the staggering capacity of the Stade de France, located just outside Paris in Saint-Denis. Now, while the team technically doesn't use one single fixed stadium for every single match, the Stade de France has been their primary, deeply intimidating fortress ever since it opened its doors back in 1998. Just imagine the roar of 80,000 fans totally unified in blue, white, and red. It's a psychological weapon, just as much as it is a sporting venue.
The French trophy cabinet.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the sheer, relentless consistency of their dominance. Look at this timeline. We start with a massive European Championship victory in 1984. Then, the iconic World Cup triumph in 1998. And they didn't stop there, following it up immediately with another Euro win in 2000. Fast forward a bit to 2018, boom, another World Cup victory. Then in 2021, they locked down the Nations League title. Oh, and we definitely can't forget their 2 consecutive Confederations Cup wins in 2001 and 2003 either. This isn't just a list of dates. It's absolute proof that France is, without a doubt, one of the most consistently successful national teams in the modern era. Legends of the past. On one hand, you've got the architects of the French legacy. Icons like Zinedine Zidane, Michel Platini, Thierry Henry, and Lilian Thuram. I mean, these are names permanently etched in football immortality, but juxtaposed right against them is this explosive current crop of stars. Guys like Ousmane Dembélé, Aurélien Tchouameni, Eduardo Camavinga, William Saliba, Mike Maignan, and Jules Koundé. Notice how flawlessly the torch has been passed here? France doesn't just replace players, they reload with world-class talent, making absolutely sure the standard set by those past legends is matched step for step by the young stars of today.
The modern powerhouse.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly how they do it. Look at Didier Deschamps. He's listed among the absolute great historical legends of the national team, having lifted the biggest trophies as a player. But today, he is the current coach of the French national team. He's the ultimate bridge. He basically took that elite, winning mentality he had on the pitch back in the 90s and transferred it directly to the sidelines today. He intimately understands the DNA of French football, simply because he helped write it. And this phenomenon goes even further when you look at Kylian Mbappé. He is such a rare case. Universally recognized as the team's current leading superstar, right? But his achievements are already so staggering that he simultaneously occupies the space of a historical legend. To have a player who is actively writing his own legendary history, all while carrying the current team on his shoulders, that gives France a massive, massive psychological edge.
The secret to success.
So what does this all mean? Well, their success isn't an accident. It's a meticulously crafted formula. It really kicked into overdrive with a monumental psychological boost of winning the 1998 World Cup on their own home soil right there at the Stade de France. That created a standard of excellence that eventually propelled them all the way to the 2022 World Cup final. But how do they sustain it? It's because France possesses one of the absolute strongest talent development systems in the entire world. They systematically produce players known for this lethal, highly sought-after combination: immense physical strength blended perfectly with elite, high technical skill. And that's exactly why this matters to us as fans of the game. Their dominance is engineered. Which leaves us with a pretty imposing question to ponder. We've seen their history, their unparalleled developmental infrastructure, and their seamless transition from past legends to current superstars. So as this talent factory just continues to churn out physically dominant, technically gifted players, with an unmatched talent system, who on earth is equipped to stop the Golden Roosters in the coming decade? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll leave you to think about just how high the ceiling really is for Levlu.